Alright, haulers, hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So we are already on the move today. We do have a stumper on board, and I'm gonna quickly talk about that real quick. So, I don't understand fully what happened, if it's a part of an update that changed stuff around. I've tweeted at SCS. Chances are they won't get back to me. I don't know. They don't really have a great track record of responding to people with concerns as much as I love SCS. Oops, I need to turn off my high beams here. But nevertheless, somehow, some way, my forestry achievements, like for the forestry DLC, hauling the cargoes, so you have to haul all 8 cargoes. Somehow, even though clearly on camera we've done them, it's put me back to 0 of 8. And same with the visit or travel Washington, I think it's what it's called, which is like visit Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, I don't know, and another spot. And we were just parked at one of those locations. That's where we ended the last episode, and it's very close to where I'm picking up right now, or where I picked up from. And yet, even though I drove through it on the way to get out, that has been terminated too, back down to 0 of 3. So basically, all the progress that we've been working on for some of the Washington, any of them that have been popped, like have been completed, that doesn't matter, didn't affect any of those. But any of them that we had progress on, suddenly we don't. So it's gonna take us a little longer. I don't think I'm gonna end up doing any of them on camera for now, just because we've already done them. You guys don't need to see them again. The stumper we haven't hauled yet, I don't believe. And it was the only thing I could get out of this area, so I figured we'll take it anyways. But that is the current situation. So if anyone knows what causes that, or if there's any way to kind of prevent that, let me know. If I hear any answers from SCS, I'll let you guys know too. But moving on from there, if this video goes up when it's supposed to, this video is being recorded the same day it will be posted. Not normally something that happens, but the last 2 weeks have been absolutely crazy. And even though, excuse me, that's 8th, not 7th. I don't know what it is. I should say this too. I have a G920 wheel and shifter, and pedals, obviously. And for whatever reason, sometimes shifting up into the third slot over on the right, it will still shift me into, if I was going into the second slot in the middle. And it does that on the bottom too. So if anyone knows how to fix that, or if it's just Logitech's being Logitech, you know, let me know. I don't know what that's about. It's kind of frustrating. So I'm legitimately shifting into 8th, and it's shifting me into 7th somehow. But nevertheless too, I solved one of the issues with my wheel, where you guys have probably heard me talking about it before, where my wheel has been for quite some time having this issue where on some of the newer Windows updates, it would just stop working. It just wouldn't connect, it wouldn't do anything. Well, it turns out I was using the wrong software and didn't know it. I was using, I think it's just called Logitech gaming software, just the regular old-fashioned stuff. And discovered today on accident, there's actually a software called Logitech G Hub. And nowhere have I heard about that. And I follow Logitech, so I don't know. I haven't heard about it yet. So I installed that, and boom, wheel's working just fine. And it actually, the software works a lot better than the old one. So that problem has been, knock on wood, solved. So if you guys have any issues with your Logitech wheels or something like that, definitely check that out. Make sure you've got that software installed. And yeah. Oh, okay, so there we go. So driving by again, we just got this. So see, there we go. We just popped Travel Washington as we drove by again, even though it didn't give it to me when I drove up the first time. That is interesting. I don't know honestly what's happening anymore. It is very, very frustrating to me to we had what, 5 or 6 out of 8 done? We only had a couple left, and now I have to redo all of them. So, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, if anyone has any ideas, stuff like that. But moving on from there, the other thing I want to talk about too is mods. And I feel like I stopped talking about something and moved on from it, but I don't remember, so it doesn't matter. But if you guys see any mods you want me to check out, let me know. I'm trying to kind of stick to a very standard set here to kind of keep everything legitimate. My biggest concern right now is if I install too many mods and something happens to the save or causes me any sort of issues, I won't be able to record on this save. I do have backups. I always make backups, but you never know. So we'll have to see. And I do have a mint in too if I sound kind of weird. I'm still dealing with that cough. Still don't know. Still haven't been to a doctor either. I should probably be an adult and just go do it, but I don't know, man. Honestly, if I'm dying of something, I'd rather just die than have to go to the hospital. I just do not like hospitals. There's just something about it. I do not like it. But I should probably definitely get that looked at here soon. So, do mind that. But have you guys seen the second channel yet? I've been meaning to make a video more focused on discussing it, but I figured I'd kind of spread that out throughout the week and discuss it here and there on some videos so that it's not completely in your face the whole time. But yeah, the second channel is live. And if you guys don't already know, my second channel is going to be focused mainly around city builders and top-down, well, not top-down, but like more, I don't know what the word is. I know city builder, but like games like City Skylines is how I like to describe it because that's really the only way I can. So far we've got Rescue HQ and Surviving Mars. Those videos are both up. City Skylines hopefully will be going up. And hopefully a couple other games will be going up. And I'm sure a lot of you, if you've been around for long enough, remember my Transport Fever series. Yes, I am very much looking forward to the next couple of months. We're waiting on an announcement. They released, I believe, the final developer update for Transport Fever 2. And so I guess the next real milestone is going to be them releasing the actual release date. So letting us know when that's actually coming out, which I am very much looking forward to. I'm very excited to get into that game and see what it has to offer. I'm going to be interested to see if they do a campaign again. As of right now, I don't recall hearing them talk about a campaign, but there very well might be one. But all the features, like I've been following some of the developer updates, all the features in the game look fantastic. I am very, very excited for it. A lot of stuff that people asked for, and it looks like they've done an absolutely amazing job with the game. However, when I do play it, I'll be playing it more in the style of reviewing it and playing it than just playing it. I do like to give feedback on games. It's a good way to, get people to, or get game developers to work on that sort of thing. So, whoops. Accidentally shifted in the wrong gear, totally screwed up that corner. Excuse me. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, see, I was shifting in the third there and it would not skip out of fourth. Oh my god. This shifter is killing me tonight. Honestly, hey Thrustmaster, sponsor me. Oh my god, I need a new setup. I love Logitech, I really do, but this is ridiculous. And don't get me wrong, it could just be that the wheel is old enough that it's just starting to it needs to be put down, but it shouldn't be that bad. And I think my problem too is not only was it out of warranty when I bought it because of its age. Well, I think it was. I don't know for certain, so don't take me. Yeah, I don't know for certain on that, so don't consider that to be exact truth. But it is most definitely out of warranty now for as long as I've had it. So I don't know. I don't think there's anything Logitech can do for me. It'd be awesome to get a newer wheel, but I don't know. But nevertheless, alright, so we've talked achievements, we've talked modding, second channel, And if I didn't put a card up top, you can always find it in the description too, if that's something you're interested in. So definitely look down there. And I did do a major overhaul to my descriptions. I'm kind of starting to clean stuff up to make my life a little easier. Oh, okay. Did not realize that was a single lane deal. Don't ever seem to run into those on here, so that surprised me. But now in my description you'll find updated links to things like my Instagram, all of my social media, stuff like that. I did change, I should mention this too. One of the biggest updates that I've made recently is stopping posting every video on Twitter. It seems to me like it's more of... It takes my Twitter from being the place where I can communicate with you guys to being just an update spot, and people just don't care for that. I personally, like, I don't like people who do that just post their videos. I love it when they post the occasional video, when they post the occasional video here and there to say, hey, or like, you know, if it's an important video, say a channel update or something like that. Like, I think I posted my Wreckfest video, which, if you guys haven't seen that already, go check that out. That is the first time I think I've posted a video where I've been super not PG with it. I'm still gonna have to, you know, try a little bit to keep, you know, some sort of PG to my channel, as much as I would like to open up more and be a little more free in how I do things. But I'm not going to be, like, I'm not gonna go crazy like the Misfits do, or like people, you know, just people like that. But, you know, I don't know. That's its own issue. I'm not even gonna worry about it this video. Honestly, my brain is too, like, watching me getting ready to roll over there. Holy. I do have all of my settings for trailer stability and stuff turned, like, all the way down, so it forces me to take a little more precaution. But yeah, so that's one of with Twitter not posting every video for the reasons discussed. And so instead of getting updates on Twitter now, obviously you can always hit the notification bell next to that subscribe button, and if you're down there doing that now, go ahead and subscribe. Obviously I'm posting as much as I can, and if you want to see more content as it comes, that's the best way to do it. But I'm also updating my Discord server right now, which you can find in my description as well, in order to post all the updates there. And the way that'll work is anytime I stream or actually it'll be anytime I post a video on both channels. I'm hoping to set it up where people who want notifications can set up for it in Discord, and people who don't have to worry about it, because I'm not going to be doing... I'm going to try and set it up so it doesn't ping everyone constantly. I find that to be a little bit annoying and obnoxious, so yeah, so we'll set that up here soon. And then the last thing that I updated to was... what was it? Patreon. My Patreon will now be in my description from now on in every video. Not at the end of it, like some people like to do it, just because at the end of it I'll have both video links. You can check out more content that way, because I know people on mobile seem to like that. But also the fact that I have 2 channels now, I'll have both of those linked up there, so people who are on mobile can easily find that if they're watching my videos for the first time or want to sub. So if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, you can find that down there, and it would be awesome. But my whole goal here is just to keep posting regardless, so we'll see how that goes. But part of that now, I am actually starting a new job, so I am returning to my ways before, where I used to be a overnight forklift driver. I worked in warehousing, so unloading trucks, unloading that sort of thing, and I'm going to be going back to nights unloading trucks again, for a different company, a much nicer company who's treating me way better and isn't hopefully gonna screw me over like the other one did. So we'll keep an eye out for that and see how that goes. I'm hoping that goes well, but it means that I'm gonna have 2 days off a week. Crossing my fingers, hopefully, we'll see. It depends, some weeks I might not. But it is meaning that posting is gonna become very difficult here soon. And so hopefully, if if this all goes really, really well, this turns into my full-time job. The worst case scenario is that I keep posting content, but I keep having to work full-time. Preferably, I would like to not have to work full-time on top of it, because it's already working multiple jobs, basically. But yeah, so that is something that might come up here soon, is if it becomes some sort of an issue, I might have to kind of draw back on stuff a little bit, especially posting on 2 channels a week. That adds a level of complexity to everything that I do. So right now, too, I should talk about that. So typically now, whenever there's an update, so we had the breast cancer awareness event. I wanted to do stuff on that, videos, but I found that, obviously I was on break when that happened, as well as, I did record one for ETS2, but decided not to use it because I had already pre-recorded videos for that for those episodes, and decided by the time you guys would have seen the breast cancer video, it would have been so far behind that it would have been just out of place. But going forward, in terms of content, one thing I'm going to have to really look at doing again is going back to recording in bulk and editing in bulk. Recording is the hardest thing to do, I think, in terms of time, because it needs to be quiet. Obviously, you don't want to have background noise from lawnmowers or something like that, or family. Family is another thing that comes with that. If you're going to be doing YouTube, you have to juggle, people are coming in and out of the house. I'm in the living room, in our apartment, I should say. So because of that, I have to kind of juggle that too. But editing doesn't require quiet. You can really edit whenever for what it is. Obviously, what constrains you with editing is just your free time, because obviously I'm trying to watch how I sleep. I'm trying to make sure I sleep properly, and also trying to juggle other things outside of work and outside of YouTube adds to it. So there's just a lot going on, which may mean that I have to start rolling back on videos a little bit. However, if I can, or I should say too, with that I was trying to get to, I'm probably going to have to start pre-recording a bunch. I'm probably going to have to start recording probably about 3 weeks worth of videos at a time. So that may mean that I don't get the opportunity. Woo, that was nice. That may mean I don't get the opportunity if I can learn how to speak English again. My goodness. I'm going to be limited with, like, when an event happens, I may not be able to do a video on that event depending on when the event occurs, or say a channel comes, or an update comes out for the game, or something to that front. I may not be able to do a video dedicated to, hey, let's check out this new truck or something like that. So if you guys would rather see that over the career day content, let me know. Or I say career day. That's not really the name of this series. It's the name of a different series, but it's kind of the same deal where, right now what we're doing is we're building up our company. And I didn't realize it, but someone else is actually doing a series very similar to this. I'm not going to name them, but it turns out that's what their series is called, is Career Day. So if you want to find it, go ahead and Google that. But yeah, so just keep an eye out. I'm going to keep you guys updated on Twitter and that sort of thing. Honestly, the best way to see behind the scenes is to follow me on Snapchat. I know a lot of people don't use it. And if you guys have a preferred platform, let me know, because, obviously I try to be as vocal on each as I can, and mirror stuff across so that people who don't see it on Twitter can see it on Insta or stuff like that. But personally, I almost never use Instagram. Mostly because I don't have pictures to post, stuff like that. Or if I have things that I want to post, it's a little more difficult to do so on there. So Twitter is probably number 2. Snapchat's number 1, 100%, because it's the easiest platform I find when it comes to being able to post on it. Oh god, I remember this drop-off. This is where we caught the fence last time, so let's try not to do that this time. But, yeah. Nevertheless, that's just kind of what's going on with content. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated, like I said. But, yeah. So, there's a lot going on. And this is going to be kind of my channel update video, quote-unquote, about everything that's going on. I'm not going to do a dedicated video I believe the channel update I did before going on vacation should have been brought down. It should have been taken down. If it hasn't, I'm going to do that right after this because it shouldn't be up anymore. So do just keep in mind that. And the reason I took that down is because... Oh man, this is going to be a fun drop-off. Is because with, you know, channel updates and stuff like that, they're not a dedicated video to a series. It was just to say, hey, I'm going on break, this is when I'll be back. People who come to find my channel years down the road, if that's still a thing, or if people even seek me out, they're not going to care about that. So, whatever. And if they care about it, they can see it on socials anyway. So those videos, if I do say, hey, I've got this coming up, you know, I'm going to go do this, I'll probably take those down after that event has passed. But I want to take a look here. So we're going to the right of that excavator. Yeah. I don't know how exactly we're going to do this. This is going to be fun. But I'm going to try and concentrate, I think, a little bit more. Drop it into R1. Try and see if we can't spin around here. I'm going to look out at the mirror a little more. Gotta watch that fence, too. And I've had a couple of people mention, too, the top right mirror about not having it. The reason I have it is just because it makes recording a lot easier, and that's not going to go away. If you don't like that, sorry. You don't have control over that. I do. And if you don't like it, well, you can go watch other people that don't turn it on. That's honestly my opinion about that. I really do not care. It makes my life easier, and right now I need that. Oh, too far. There we go. But that's why I did things like getting a mod that makes it smaller, because I do want to keep this somewhat realistic, but I don't have track IR. I mean, if it bothers you that much, buy me track IR. Otherwise, stop complaining. It's really not that hard. But I don't have the money for track IR right now, if I'm quite frank. And I need this stuff to be... I need to be able to just get in, record, do my thing, make it smooth. That way I can make it the best experience for you guys too. Because, I mean, if I didn't do little things like that... Like when I make a thumbnail, I've made my life very simple on that front where... you know, using Photoshop, I've been a graphic designer for a couple of years now, and video editor for, you know, 4 or 5. So, you know, doing that stuff, I've learned to kind of make templates for stuff. And, oh, are we lined? And I damaged it. What did I hit? How did it not detect? Are we at an angle? Yep, that's why I shouldn't talk. I got distracted. I think we're at an angle here. Damn it. I think I just smashed into their wall. That's gonna come out of my paycheck. Says the owner of the company. Oh. But, I don't even remember. Oh, that's great. I'm glad they turned off all their lights when I need them. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, templates. When I make a thumbnail, all I have to do is add the picture, edit the picture, and change the number. That's it. Nice and easy for myself. So, that way it makes it so that I can just jump in and do that. So, I'm not adding in stuff every time. I just load it up, place the picture, add a little bit of editing to it, takes 2 seconds, and then boom, export. And if you guys are looking to get into content, I cannot recommend doing that enough for yourselves to make templates of stuff, make, you know, things like that. And I'm not saying like for that's a very case-by-case thing where a lot of I'm going to shut down for right now. A lot of the content I do is very, you know, similar. So I make the intros, I make drag and drop intros so that I can just pop them onto my timeline, cut them when they need to be cut, and then export the whole video. Stuff like that. And that saves me a whole heck of a lot of time in editing, you know, things like that. So you can't really do that necessarily if you don't have an intro, or you're doing more finely cut and tuned content, so things like, you know, montages or funny moments, stuff like that. That involves a lot more to it. But if you're someone who's looking to get into Let's Play content, which I don't know I could recommend right now, because obviously it's one of the hardest places to grow, but I would say do that. I would say try and make your life a little easier, get stuff pre-prepped so you can just pop in, be done with it. But that's enough blabbering. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna drop this trailer, and we'll be back in just a minute. But yeah, there we go. That stuff is... What is happening here? Some kind of car accident? Yeah, that stuff's all dropped off, so we should be good to go. Move over and list this... Woo. English is so hard for me today. What is happening? But, yeah. I was trying to say that stuff's done. We're gonna move over into this lane. Ooh, that's a yellow. Let's get through that. But we're going to park up right now. I'm probably going to take a little nap, and then we will roll out, fuel up, do all that fun stuff. But that'll be in the next episode, obviously. But, yeah. But I guess just let me know what you guys... I said but like 8 times, and now I'm feeling self-conscious about it. If you guys have any ideas, things that you want to see, you know, let me know in the comments. Obviously, I do read all of them. I don't have a lot to read right now, so not like it's an issue. But all the support that I've been getting on series and stuff, it's really, really nice, and it's definitely motivating to keep pushing, to keep doing content and that sort of thing. So I honestly appreciate all of you, and appreciate those of you that have been around for a long, long time. I mean, I've got people that have been around since when I first, well, not really since when I first started, but since the year or two after. I mean, I've only been doing this for... 3 years now. So, I mean, most everyone has come from the last year or so. But those of you that have been around longer than that too, I mean, people have been supporting me from the beginning, so it's definitely appreciated. But that's going to go ahead. That's going to do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, you know what to do too. If you really, really liked it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. You can also hit the bell next to that for notifications. And then, like I said previously, you can also get notifications in the Discord. But when you're in Discord, you can hang out with the crew as a bonus. You can find my Patreon down there too, like I said. And you can find me on socials at Longhauler GMG on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.